In part 1, we established something that challenges everything most of us were raised to believe. Religion was never God's idea. From the first offering of Cain and Abel to the structured rituals of Judaism, the pattern is consistent. Humanity introduces systems to reach God, and God tolerates them for a season, but He never approved them as eternal truth. Now in part 2, we go further. We ask the other question. If religion did not come from God, who actually profits from it? And why does it hold such extraordinary power over human society? Let's be honest about something that most religious people are never encouraged to say out loud. Religion is profitable, not spiritually, but politically, economically, and socially. From the Catholic Church's dominance over the medieval Europe to modern mega churches amassing hundreds of millions, religion has always functioned as a tool of control. Religion does not open the door to God. It repositions itself in front of that door. It replaces truth with tradition. It looks holy, sounds holy, acts holy, but its truths are often found in manipulation and fear, not in the nature of God. And religion has always been merged with politics in order to gain full control over mankind. If you go back to as way back to the beginning, when kingdoms started appearing, you'll see that from ancient Egypt to Assyria to Babylon to Medes and Persian to ancient Greece, the Roman Empire, the Ottoman Empire, they all merge politics and religion together to gain full dominance over their populace. And today it lives on in countless denominations and religious institutions that divide and rule billions of people across the earth. Every empire in history has understood one thing: merge politics with religion and you control everything. You control behavior, you control thought, you control loyalty, you control what people believe happens to them after they die. Rome perfected this system. Before Christianity was legalized, it was not a religion, it was a movement, a living, breathing community of early believers who followed the way of Jesus at the cost of their own lives. They met in homes, they were haunted, they had no hierarchy, no golden altars, no institutional power. Then came Constantine. In 313 AD, Constantine did not simply legalize the faith, he institutionalized it. He took a spiritual awakening and wrapped it in the clothing of an empire. Jesus began to be depicted and worshipped in ways that mirrored the Roman sun god imagery. Church authority began to reflect imperial hierarchy, bishops gained political power, and what had once been a persecuted underground movement became the official religion of the most powerful empire on earth at that time. That was the Roman Empire. What followed were centuries of inquisitions, crusades, corruption, religious wars, all carried out in the name of God. But of course, God was not in these things. The same with the Ottoman Empire, which is the Islamic empire that ruled the world. They also carried out inquisitions, crusade, corruption, religious wars, all through the period of the reign of the Ottoman Empire. Eventually, the end of that empire resulted in the World War I in 1914, which brought an end to the reign of kingdoms on earth. From that point, it was nations that started ruling the earth. But of course, religion has always had the undertone in all of these nations. But let's look at Jesus himself and notice the contrast. Jesus did not work with religious leaders. He challenged them. He was not impressed by temple rituals. He overturned their tables. He wore no priestly garment. He sat with the poor, the outcasts, the sick, and the sinners. In his harshest words, The sharpest language recorded anywhere in gospel were not directed at prostitutes or tax collectors. They were directed at priests and Pharisees and Sadducees, who were the most religious people of his generation. He called them whitewashed tombs, beautiful on the outside, full of death on the inside. He healed on the Sabbath when religion said it was forbidden. He touched the unclean when religion said keep your distance. He ate with the rejected when religion said association was contamination. He wasn't lawless, he was operating by a higher law entirely: love, mercy, and truth. Religion said, follow our system to reach God, but Jesus said, follow me, I am the way. Those are not the same invitation. They have never been the same invitation. So why, after all this, do billions of people still follow religion? Because it offers structure in a chaotic world. Because it comforts grieving people. Because it promises answer even when those answers are false. And because for most people, it is simply all they ever know. It is what their parents handed down to them, and their parents' parents before that. But here is what I want you to sit with. When you strip away the temples and the traditions and the titles and the hierarchies, what is actually left? Truth. And truth, according to Jesus, is not a system, it's a person. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That's John 8:32. Not the doctrine, not the denomination, not the institution, the truth, the living, personal, direct. Religion persists because it serves earthly power. It always has. It was built by men, refined by empires, and maintained by those who would benefit from keeping people dependent on a system rather than connected to the source himself. God does not dwell in temples made by human hands. He is not moved by rituals. He is not impressed by tattoos or traditions or the size of your congregation. He seeks those who will know him, not through religion, but through the Spirit, because that's the truth. Religion is man-made, and that is exactly why men preside over it, not God. If this message has in any way inspired you or challenged you, please subscribe to this channel and press the notification button to get notified when next we drop another video. And don't forget to like the message and share it to as many people as you can to help us get this message to as many as possible to free them from the grip and hold of religion and reveal the truth. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.